Who spends the most time on their phone?
I would probably say that it's Volde. I've been his roommate, most of the time his roommate, and he is on, like, he's not necessarily like playing on the phone, but he's always talking, calling someone. So yeah, I think Volde gets the number one fairly easily.
Who complains the most?
There's one person that is very notorious for that on his streams. He makes the likes of that face and stuff like that. I think Apex obviously has he has a talent for it, really. But you know, it's part of his personality, so it's something that is not outweighing his good sides. And also in my team, I have Isa that is also a master at it. There's always something, you know. So it's pretty funny to have this character around, and they definitely bring life into a team, which is extremely important.
Who's the worst AWPER you played with?
I would actually have two to make no players feel worse than the other, but one is a big running joke, and it's RPK because of his sensitivity. We saw him clutch one time a one-on-one with an AWP, and it was probably the happiest moment of our team. And on the other hand, there's a very infamous action of Scream on Dust 2. I don't remember which tournament it was, but it was a very famous action where he's whiffing like 10 AWP bullets, something like this. It was hilarious. And like, it doesn't reflect maybe like his general level with the AWP, but it was just such a hilarious moment that that those two are like hands down my two picks.
Who's the most underrated player you've played with?
Compared to how people are talking about him or the eye test and stuff like that, to me, Apex has always been a big part of every team I've played with him, because of all the hard work he puts and the fact that he purely wants to win more than anything else, and therefore he creates a sort of mentality where anything can happen and he's going to be at least 100%. So I go with Apex.
Who is the least intelligent outside of the game?
I think the people that need the most pushes to do things, to be on time, to respect things, to, you know, they cannot order something that it has to be someone else that orders for them. I really love him, but Isa really needs to have someone behind him 24/7 in order to be on time and all of that. So, you know, generally I take care of that, our coach takes care of that, our manager takes care of that, but sometimes it's still a struggle. So we make sure that he's well surrounded to work the best possible, but by no means the least intelligent, but the one that needs the most support around the game is probably Isa. Who
likes to celebrate the most after an event?
So one of the most passionate and emotional about that is probably going to be Isa. Yeah, he takes everything by heart very heavily. So there's that. And in terms of like partying and stuff like that, I think the old Envious team that we had was the craziest. And again, it's not even close. Crazy times. I think stories that would never be told, but it was insanity to some degree to witness all of that.
Who is the best AWPer you've played with?
Purely as an AWPer, skill-wise, like again, talking purely about AWPing and not like entry fragging and versatility, Kenny was just, and probably still is, the fastest. And again, it's not even close. He was probably one of the only players when I was playing against him and we were like in a 3-on-1 or something like that. I was like, let's be very careful at how we approach this, because he might just destroy us, because of how unique his AWPing style was and how fast he is. Now I'm very happy for him that he became a much more balanced AWPer, that he can play passive, that can actually hold angles, and not have to play aggressive to be very valuable. So probably that I played with, yeah, probably Kenny.
Who's the biggest rager you've played with?
I think having played with Visa now and for the past several months, I'll probably go with him. in terms of actual rage, like hitting the table, insulting people, all that kind of stuff. He's pretty solid in that department. So yeah, again, like we make a lot of fun out of it. So it's all good. But he definitely likes to rage. I think he needs to exteriorize all of that.
Who is the most handsome player you've played with?
If I don't take Kenny, he's going to be upset. So I'm not going to say him. I'll go with. I guess I'll go with Alexi. Like, the guy is an icon for a lot of persons. So I'll go with Alexi.
Who has the best aim you've played with?
The most crisp aim is obviously Scream, because he has a very playstyle defined around his aim. Aside from that, I think Mentu is a very, very solid aimer, especially for intra-fragging.
Who's the most likely to become a coach?
I think a person like Alexi B has a lot of qualities to be a good coach. He's obviously only at the very beginning of his career, so he has like years and years and years ahead of him. But I think he has a lot of qualities for in the future being a solid coach. Yeah, but again, like, it's going to be like 10 years from now, maybe. So it's hard to really say.
Who has the most natural talent?
I mean, Zaibu doesn't even need to work really hard on his game, to be honest. Like, his mechanical skill and awareness is just so natural that it hurts to look at him, because I know that he doesn't practice harder than anybody else. He just learns and is open to learning, but like his individual talent and witnessing it every single day, every single practice, shows that it's something that is very, very natural for him. So even though he has a bit of a worst performance time the past months, his natural abilities are just out of this world, really. I don't think a lot of players compare in the whole scene. So I had the chance to play with him, and every day it motivates you to be a better player, because you need to catch up to a person like that, which is close to impossible.